Welcome back. We're playing a Sporcle today. If you haven't noticed, we're changing things up. GeoGuessr are still going to be in rotation, but so are Sporcles. Maybe some ranking videos. Maybe me and Jake on a horse and buggy ride, and that gets in the rotation. Anything is our oyster. This is a U.S. States trivia logic puzzle made by Dr. Pepsi _0.
Oh, you love logic puzzles. I forgot about that.
Well, I hate them, but I like them.
All right.
We did like that 8th grade logic puzzle where they're
You're
all
bad at them, but
eating
you like
dogs. I go about them with my own logic.
Are you on the keys? Don't
All right, fine.
go Bill Hader face on us.
Okay, let's do this logic puzzle. It's U.S. States.
We're gonna need a typist.
I'm there.
Okay.
We haven't even thought about it.
You had the
yet.
mic in your hand.
Right.
In 3, 2.
Wait, there's only 20 minutes on the clock.
That's what I'm saying.
It'll be fine.
Oh.
It's only
Okay.
30 of the
Who
states.
said that?
Go! Oh, I missed. Where it goes?
Yeah, false start.
And go!
Virginia.
Virginia, find Connecticut in E2 and Georgia in 3 E3.
Okay,
So click those.
says Maddie.
That was Zach.
E2. Okay, so do we type Connecticut?
Mm-hmm. I assume that this gets harder. At
I
some
cut.
It seems like it should get harder. So Georgia should be in E3.
Got it.
All right.
Connecticut, the smallest state by area, is in D5 and the largest in A4. So
D5 is Rhode Island.
D5 would be Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. Jake wants Rhode Island.
Horrible spelling. Is the largest state in area Alaska?
Alaska.
Yeah.
Which
And
is
so
A.
that would be A4.
Yeah.
I'm glad they made an Alaska an A.
Okay, now
Okay.
every state in row 1 borders Canada. Cool.
Okay. Useless for now, but good later.
Rhode Island.
Concord is the capital of B2.
Oh, I don't do capitals.
New Hampshire.
I don't do capitals.
We do. That's so.
Yeah,
let that
that's-
go. So B2. So that's New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
And Lansing is the capital of D4.
Michigan?
That's me. Oh, I don't do capital.
I got relatives there, okay?
I know them.
Yeah.
Cousin Kyle.
Cousin Kyle.
Hey guys, can I tell you about Factor? What? I love Factor. They sent us these meals and I said, okay, you know what? If we're gonna do this, I'm gonna need to try it. And guess what I did? Tried it, ate it, liked it. Pock a couple holes. Throw it in the micro bean for 2 minutes. Now we wait. Whoo! Dinner is served. Oh, yes. This is always a big moment for me. The meeting of the minds. I like to mix it all together. Bloop. Bloop. Trevor Ploof. All right, here's the deal. If you want to get your Factor on, JJTV50, remember that. Because that's going to get you 50% off your order at factor75.com. Code JJTV. Factor75.com. You enter that code at that website. Once again, that's factor75.com. Code JJTV50 for 50% off your first Factor box. Okay, so here's what we're going to do now. You get a little bit of the cheddar grits, you get a piece of the chicken and the broccoli, and here we go, down your holes. Oh boy. The chef is back in the kitchen with Factor. Okay.
The 4 most populous states are in C1 to C4 in some order.
Useless.
In some order.
Some of these boxes, we give the answer.
I guess they're saying it's not random. There is an order. It's either largest to smallest or smallest to whatever. So C1 and C4. Okay, so the largest populace is New York, California, Texas, Florida. So it's one of those orders.
Okay. So we got this one. Michigan.
Every state in
Virginia,
column A borders the Pacific. Okay, so Washington is A1.
Well,
Well,
I mean, or A3 or A5.
Huh?
I mean, how do we know which one?
Every state in column A borders the Pacific, but every state in row 1 borders Canada. So Washington borders Canada and the Pacific.
Yep.
Why don't you guys catch the fuck up, huh?
I was there, Matt. He was just like,
The Red Sox are based in a state which shares a diagonal with the land of Lincoln, Illinois. Wait. The Red Sox are based in a state which shares a diagonal with the land of Lincoln. What shares a diagonal?
and in Massachusetts.
Oh, I
Diagonal
was thinking of
box.
the map. There's actually on this grid.
Okay.
Well, we haven't found Illinois yet.
F, all states in column F border the Atlantic.
Yeah.
So this is the Atlantic. This is the Pacific.
Yeah, I mean, New York also could be in row 1. Oh, and
Well, what's
and
the populous
so C1
one?
is New York.
You're confident.
Well, Texas, California, and Florida
Florida.
don't border the Canada, so this is New York. And that's the most popular, and I think California's second.
The Grand Canyon
But
State
California has
is
to be
in
here.
D2.
Oh,
So I'd say
it doesn't have to be. There's more than 5 states that go touch the Pacific now.
Hawaii,
Hawaii, Oregon.
Alaska, California.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
okay. Can you two stop beefing? We can't have
Yeah,
this
we'll
today.
stop. We'll stop.
The
Me
Grand
and
Canyon
Zach have been
State
chiming.
is
let's
in
get,
D2.
Let's get Arizona in D2.
And then row 3, A3 is Hawaii. Which makes this California.
I think Oregon. 'cause
Oh, Oregon.
Yeah. Because California's in the population row.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay.
Every state
We're a
beginning with
team.
new is featured in this quiz.
Gag
Okay.
Gag box. What you gonna do?
Every state beginning with south is in this quiz and in the same row. Wow.
So South will be in the same row. Okay, good to know. Arizona, the Phillies are based in F5.
So Pennsylvania.
So this is huge for us.
we know that.
Pretty great. Baseball question.
The Brewers are in E4, so that would be Wisconsin.
Yeah. Son? Wait. I missed a C.
Okay, and the
Fine.
Cubs are in C5. So Illinois.
Shares a
And
diagonal
with Mass.
with Mass. So B4 is Massachusetts. Massachusetts.
No E in the end.
Oh, jeez.
Wait, what happened?
We lost,
Got it
but
wrong.
I don't understand how.
The Red Sox are based in the state which shares a diagonal with the land of Lincoln.
So it's the
Shares
land
a
of Lincoln.
diagonal. So C3.
Well,
Yeah.
is the land of Lincoln is definitely Illinois.
Yeah. So C3 is Mass. Or E5. They share diagonals.
Share a diagonal.
Yeah.
That would be this, right?
So they both share B4 as a diagonal. Or they both share D4 as a diagonal.
Shares a diagonal. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, that was a confusing.
Shares a diagonal. Well, the average score is 35 and we got 50, so we're pretty legit.
Do we have to do it again?
Do we crank?
Think you can get back to where you were pretty quickly?
Yeah.
Zach chimed.
A1. Washington. Hawaii.
Oregon.
Was Oregon A5 or A4?
I think it was 4.
I think it was 4.
Ha!
Guys.
Huge.
Okay, I think it was 5.
Play quiz.
Okay,
So that was.
Alaska.
yeah. And that's Oregon.
Connecticut's E2. And E3 is Georgia. So was it C1 was New York? The smallest state by area is in D5. That's Rhode Island. So D5 is Rhode Island. And the largest is A4. We got that. The capital of B2, Concord's capital of B2.
New Hampshire.
And then Michigan is D4.
Yes.
Now C5 was Illinois, right?
Yes.
And then C1 New York.
Arizona was D2.
And then that's the baseball.
Okay,
one.
so F5. Yeah, F5, Pennsylvania.
Vania.
E4, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. What did I do wrong? I always missed that C, huh?
And
You got Wisconsin. Okay, I think this is a good one. North and South Dakota are in the same column.
And South are all
and
somewhere.
South are all the same.
and doesn't it
Do we
border
have a South
Canada?
yet or no?
Every state beginning with South in this quiz is in the same row, so not
And-
column.
And these all border Canada.
So
I
it's
think-
not. So that's not South Dakota. None of them are South.
I think that would potentially be North Dakota, but I'm not fully confident.
Well, how many are there? South Dakota, South Carolina, that's it?
South Carolina, South Dakota,
Because
South Jersey.
Yeah, but we don't know enough
Okay.
about that one yet.
Okay, we'll come back to it.
Wait, the Golden State in row 4. So C4 is Florida.
Florida's the Golden State? I thought California's the
Oh yeah,
Golden State.
yeah. And that makes sense because that's big states, right?
yes.
Row 4.
California's that low.
They're in some order. We don't know
Yeah,
the
right,
order.
Right.
It could be
So Texas,
saying some order can also mean random order. Like
I guess so. The states in row 1 are in reverse alphabetical order. Oh, okay. So
and they all borderline Canada.
yeah. So what else touches Canada?
Montana.
North Dakota, Montana, Idaho. I think gets all the way up there. Minnesota. So that might be Minnesota right there. Does Michigan touch Canada?
We should be able to fill this in. Vermont.
Yeah. Vermont touches Canada, right?
I'm just thinking
Really
between
should.
N and W.
Yeah, I think Vermont.
And they put Vermont and New Hampshire next to each other.
Ah, shit.
I think we can't guess.
Yeah, we should only go for locks, I guess.
Are we gonna do this again? We improved. I don't know if we can do it again.
I wish we could copy and paste. There's like a
Can we just take a picture?
we could. People probably wouldn't love that. But
We could all remember a row.
I'll take this one.
Okay.
Five rows. Yeah, just do it, Maddie. All right. Now let's get a lock here. We have the Red Sox clue that we screwed up the first time.
Yeah. I still think Florida and Texas are C2 and C3, but we don't know anything else there.
Column F. All border the Atlantic.
Wait. Every state in column A, border the Pacific. So where's the Atlantic ones?
Atlantic is all over here.
So which one touches Canada and borders the Atlantic? New
Would
York?
be Maine, right?
Yeah, New York does too. That's kind of crazy.
We already did New York.
I know, I'm just saying that is. So, Maine?
Yeah, no doubt. Or not a doubt.
Oh,
Rhode Island is only adjacent to states bordering Lake Michigan.
oh, shit.
Okay, so this has to be a Lake Michigan state. So would that be like Ohio? Because doesn't Minnesota have to be up here?
Indiana? Ohio?
Does Indiana touch a Great Lake?
I think. I don't know.
Nobody knows for sure. Okay, let's come back to it.
Wisconsin, Michigan, Illinois, Ohio. I don't know if Indiana does.
Right.
It's to the right of Ohio, correct?
I'm not great with that. I think we're going to be able to figure this one out. The states in row 1 are in reverse alphabetical order, and row 1 is everything borders Canada, right?
Yeah, Vermont is not here.
Minnesota, Montana.
It's Minnesota, Montana, Michigan. No, but they don't. They're not
We
all
already
here.
did Michigan. We already did Michigan.
I don't think Michigan. Yeah, Michigan's on. So I think it would be Minnesota, Montana. LMNOP.
Okay, so
Wait, so it would be
Michigan first.
Yeah.
Wait. Michigan, Montana? I thought we did Michigan.
We did
Minnesota.
Michigan. It's
Minnesota, Montana.
Oh, please be right.
Are you sure?
So sure. Okay.
B4 is Idaho. Let's
Okay.
lock that in.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because we'll get another hint. Never mind.
Idaho said, screw you. I think that's Montana.
So then, but what's in between N, O, P, Q, R, S, T?
I don't know how that's not
North Dakota?
Oh, yeah.
nice.
Yeah. So Montana, and then that's North Dakota.
Nice.
Did we get a hint about,
Yes,
Yes.
the Dakotas are in the same row.
and both Souths are in the same column?
Yes. So
North and South are in the same column. The Souths are in the same row.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So South Dakota and South Carolina, and South Carolina is on the Atlantic, so it could be,
it's this one.
that could be South. Well, we're not
be.
positive. That could be South Carolina, and if B3 is South Dakota.
I think so because this is blocked. And
But
all the other spaces are blocked.
But
No,
there's more
it
than
could also
three.
be B5 and E5.
But South
no.
Dakota is in the same column as North Dakota.
So it's
And
B3.
South Carolina has to be in the same row as the South, and the other ones over here are blocked.
But it could be E5. We have states that touch the Pacific that aren't in the first column. It's not a guarantee.
Mhm.
It's likely, but it's not a guarantee.
North and South Dakota are in the same row.
Yes. So South Dakota is B3 or B5.
But South Carolina touches.
Yeah, but it's just not a guarantee.
But New York touches the Atlantic, but it's not on there, so it's not a guarantee. There's a lot of states that touch the Atlantic.
Yeah.
You also have Maryland, Delaware.
If we had to guess, we'd probably put it there.
Yeah, but it would be a guess.
Okay.
Could be a trick.
What else you guys got?
Uh,
Can we do anything with the populous states?
It's Texas and Florida. They're in some order.
Okay.
Where's that hint again? The states are in C1 and C4 are in some
What's
order.
this Massachusetts one? How have we?
The Red Sox are based in a state which shares a diagonal with the land of Lincoln.
Well, we know it's not this because it's not populated, right?
So wait, is it here?
No, they both have to touch Illinois. It's E5 or B3.
But this doesn't touch Illinois.
Or C3.
I see what Jake's saying because it's on the same diagonal.
This is the only one
path.
that's on a diagonal because we don't really know what the diagonal
that's what
means.
that
Oh, yeah, I wasn't reading it that way. I was thinking
We initially just read it as touching
but
diagonal.
Idaho shares a diagonal with Illinois, and this shares a diagonal touch. That's what I was reading it as.
Right, but that would be the only one, and
No.
Massachusetts isn't a populace.
Or it's this.
Or it's E5. Or no.
I think what Jake is saying is what share diagonal means.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. You want to guess? It's the next hint we have, right?
I mean, if someone sees something else that stands out more, find Find the Golden State in row 4. So we already did that. Reverse
Some order. Is there
alphabetical.
any order, like alphabetical or not? Like it's Florida and Texas. So we botched that already because T is after N, right? Oh, it could be west. Yeah, west to east. Well, Florida and New York are both pretty east.
Massachusetts borders the Atlantic.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try that.
I think we do
I think
that.
I think this is a good Massachusetts guess.
How the fuck do you spell this? S right now?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Row 3, so C3 is Texas.
Huge.
C2 is Florida.
Okay.
Not a lot of more hints.
Okay. So this is
I think the Souths are the next hint we have.
Well, we know that every new has to be in there, and we're missing New Mexico.
New Mexico and New Jersey.
And
And New Jersey touches the Atlantic. How many other states touch the Atlantic? Because Maryland, Delaware, a ton.
So if New Jersey's in it,
No, there's no learning there. Because right now on touching the Atlantic, we have New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Georgia. No, we put Georgia.
yeah, I think the game.
North Carolina and South Carolina. So there's a ton.
Yeah, but I think the game wants you to do what you're doing right now. I think we have all the hints, but you have to take a little bit of risk. What else do we have? Rhode Island, only adjacent to states bordering Lake Michigan. So
Let's do that.
So, but we're not sure. It's in Ohio. Okay, but no, doesn't this help with our North-South Dakota thing? Because this was one of the options.
Yes.
But that doesn't border Lake Michigan.
Yes.
Yeah, so
So this would be South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So this would be
South Dakota. And then, no, we still don't know over there. We got no more hints?
Well, New Jersey has to be in it.
And New Mexico.
And New Jersey borderlines the Atlantic.
Well, yeah, so Ohio and Indiana might be E5.
Right. Do we have a B column hint anywhere? Or no, this isn't our weird Massachusetts one.
I think they want you to take the New Jersey guess there, but I also think we could punch Ohio in to E5.
Think so? I'm not good with those lakes. Are we missing anyone up there? We got Michigan. We got Minnesota.
New York, Michigan. Does PA touch a lake? We already have that.
Erie.
Zach, does Indiana touch a lake?
You're an Indiana guy.
It might just touch a little fucking corner on the bottom right
Enough
of Lake Michigan. But Ohio's the more solid guess.
Well, okay. Let's think. Do we have a clue for this one yet?
No. Could be New Mexico.
So that's what we know. New Mexico's on the board somewhere. We know New Jersey's on the board somewhere.
And then we know Ohio or Indiana.
Ohio
if there's
or
a chance.
Indiana.
I have no idea if that touches. And that's all we have. So we need to punch whichever one we think is the best, and it gives us a hint.
I'd lean New Jersey.
Think so?
Borders the Atlantic, and it's on the map.
Yeah. I just if Indiana doesn't touch the lake, then that's and I'm the only one holding this up there.
Well, I don't feel confident in Ohio or Indiana because I just don't know those states well.
Well, those are the only options because we have
Right.
all the others
And
are on
then
the
New
board.
Mexico will be out there.
So Ohio or New Jersey? Which one do you want to punch? You guys want to do New Jersey?
I think so.
Yes.
No hint.
Damn it.
Okay. So we know.
So we just have to do Ohio.
All states in column F, border of the Atlantic, that's done. New, done. South, done. Land of Lincoln, done. C1 through C4, done. Boise is the capital of B4. We did that.
Yeah, Idaho.
D5 and A4. Yeah.
Let's do it. That's brutal.
Thanks for watching.
I don't think we had any other hints.
No, we just had to know what touched. We didn't.
So show the results.
I think you have to be logged in for that.
What?
Upgrade to C.
That's bullshit. Man, this was a disappointing episode. I think we failed everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Sad.
Can you just replay it and just put Indiana directly in here and see if that's...
Is that one right?
type
Yeah, it's Indiana. I just looked at a map.
Stupid.
Well, I mean, it was a guess, though. I don't know if we had clues.
Montpelier is the capital of D3.
Does anybody know what that is anyway?
That's Vermont.
So then that would have been Vermont.
And that would have been New
this is
Mexico.
New Mexico.
Was it this one or this one?
B5.
B5. So I just don't know if I don't know if the Indiana Ohio situation, if there was guesses that they both touch it.
I think we...
So they like
Was there something we're missing?
we had to miss something that would have differentiated between the two, but I don't know what it was. Comment below.